All right, so we're going to talk about power law size distributions. And this is an attempt to summarize your estimates, right? So once again, let me say exactly what this was again. I really want you to understand this, right? Because it didn't work completely. So we're going to take everyone in the US, and we're going to order them from the wealthiest to the least wealthy, and you could order them in different ways, depends what. But this is something we'll do in general, ranking, right? So we're going to have number one, wealthiest, down to the poorest, which is complicated with debt, right? So the poorest could actually be someone in horrible debt, but and they tend to oscillate very strongly. But that's, often left out of this. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to take the first 20% of those people and add up all of their wealth, right? And then the next 20%, and the next 20%, and then the last 20%, add up all of their wealth. And what fraction of the total wealth do those different quintiles contain? Right, so you might imagine, there's some distribution dying off like this with the numbers of people across here, and it's dying off. What's the area under the curve here? What's the area under the curve? Right. So this is what you guys thought, collective, these are your estimates as best as I could. There was one I couldn't figure out what the numbers were, but these are estimates, right? So I've ordered them. How have I tried to order these? I've ordered them by the first quintile. So one issue here is that the first quintile has to be at least 20, right? So if everyone has the same amount of money, it's going to be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And if you've got a person who has all of the biscuits, then it's just going to be, right, they have all the biscuits, and the top quintile will look like it's got 100%. And then 0, 0, 0. So they were the limits. So this can't happen. So this is just something I want you to reflect on. If this was a stumbling block for you, they can't increase, right? Because it was ordered from wealthiest to least wealthy. So, okay, that's not going to work. Some of these didn't add up to 100. Okay, right. I mean, there are a few tiny errors. Okay, so up the top we have, everyone has all the money, right? That's in the wealthy bin, right? The top quintile has everything. That's what this was, and there might have been some people put in 0.001 and stuff like that. So these are pretty drastic situations, right? And then this one's not quite working. But down here, this is beyond Sweden, and wealth is complicated in the Scandinavian countries, I suppose. But it's. And then so that's a lot of blue here. So this is this is a wide range. And then this is your ideal, right? So this is everyone gets the same. Everyone has the same amount of money as this little line here, right? Everyone has 20, 20, 20. Some glitches here as well. But then, it's definitely pulled back this way, a long way. So you're a bunch of rampaging socialists. Not everyone. Not everyone, because some people think, this is good, and I am going to be here. That's the aspiration, right? So you want that structure, so you can enter into the Ponzi scheme that is capitalism, because you'll win. So this is the past, right? If I can flip between this, Actually, last time around, though, I think they were a little more severe. If you look on the left, right, there's a little more of the blue out there. And ideal, similar kind of socialist madness. But people have been pretty good and pretty varied over the years, right? So a bit of everything. There's always an economist in the room who has a certain sense of these things. But I think people have developed a stronger view of how this works, although you can see still, we're still really all over the place, right? This is... Okay, all right, so let's see what is really the case and what this stemmed from. It's just a fun little exercise. Well, the projector is dead. Pratchett is doing well. He's getting more fur on him, which is his job. Okay,